Hey there, happy Friday. It's Friday, sort of. I mean, technically it's Friday, but it's like it's really a weekend. But anyway, just stopping by for the last daily regulated of this week. And yeah, it's Friday. And I got a pug in my lap. You can't see her, but if you hear any groaning, she's down here. Miss Penny Rochelle. She's sighing. It's very hard to be a pug. Outside there's lawn guys, so anybody could start barking at any moment. Oh, she's lifting her head up. It could get lively in here. Anyway, today I just wanted to stop by and share a couple thoughts before we go into the weekend. I will not do a live show tomorrow with the Surviving a Sex Addiction and Betrayal show like I do every Sunday. But today, yesterday I was talking about slowing down and feeling all the feelings and letting yourself feel all the feelings. And I've had another sort of moment of awareness over the last 24 hours that I thought I would share with you all. Well, two really. One is about satisfactory versus unsatisfactory, and one about surrender. And satisfactory versus unsatisfactory. So I'm in grad school, right, at the Episcopal Seminary of the Southwest, and I have 3 classes this semester, and I'm supposed to be going to school for 3 nights a week, and that's not been happening, just like nobody else has been going to school. We just this week started meeting via Zoom, and instead of letter grades for the rest of the semester, we're either going to get satisfactory or unsatisfactory. And to get satisfactory, you just got to get a C plus. Like, that's it. Like, there's no going. You don't get a higher grade. You don't get more satisfactory if you're higher than that. And on one level, it sort of blows my overachiever's mind because I really tried to get A's, even though it really doesn't matter what grade I get in grad school. But I just also love that my school is doing that for students right now because we all are so stressed out with lives and everything else that's going on. And so I just want to offer that concept of satisfactory to all of you, to everything in other areas of your life. For especially, I think, for like the moms right now who are trying to homeschool. I've had group coaching calls today, and one of the moms was talking about their great school that her kids usually go to, sending home all this awesome curriculum, and she was trying to do it and like just getting overwhelmed and frustrated and saying, forget it, we're just gonna have fun. So that's okay. Like, satisfactory is good enough. That is more than enough right now. Just aim for a solid C plus. It's just one semester. Everybody's going to survive. We're all going to get through this. I'm not trying to minimize or anything. And I also want to say, like, as you're feeling this pressure to do all these things for our kids, like, what an amazing gift it is that our kids get to spend this much time with us. And don't get me wrong, it's hard. I have all these boys here up in my business all day. I got a groaning pug in my lap. I get it. It's hard. And I'm just saying that maybe, like, getting all this time with you is so much more valuable for your kids than anything that could be in school or any sort of homeschooling that could be learning right now. So just offer that to you. It's like, just cut yourself a huge break. And even for the dads out there, I see so many dads in my neighborhood out walking the kids around the block. Like, satisfactory is just good enough in terms of eating, sleeping, doing all the things, following the routine as best as you can. And like, it's just like we're all on extended summer vacation, which brings me to the second sort of realization I had today. So I have really not let myself sit down to do any one thing for extended periods of time during this whole quarantine. There have been a couple of times where I have played Dungeons and Dragons with my kids. Oh yes, I have played D&D. And I played other board games, but like, we haven't really watched a whole lot of movies, and certainly during the day I haven't done that at all. I've stayed busy, I've stayed on the move. I don't think I've been super productive really, but I've stayed busy. I was talking about this yesterday, but I'm moving constantly so as not to feel the things. And yesterday I started to feel the things, and I let myself sit down and read a book, which I had not done, during this whole time. And then today I kind of sat down and watched a 30-minute video on the TV in the living room, and I realized that like there's this thing that happens. Like I wasn't letting myself surrender into what was happening. I was still fighting it in this way, and it reminded me of like when I go on a yoga retreat. If you go on a retreat, like a yoga retreat, I've done this several times. I used to go for several years, and like the first 48 hours are always really, really hard as you're getting used to like having nothing to do. Like it's really, really hard to relax and surrender into having nothing to do, into this new routine. Especially if you're, a parent and you're used to having kids and a job that have these demands on you. When you take all those demands away, it can feel really scary and overwhelming, and you don't know what to do with yourself. Oh, I see you, Intention Project. Amy Joy, I'm talking about being on retreat. I was just thinking about you. I'm so glad you popped on. You know what I'm talking about. When you go on retreat in the first 48 hours, you don't know what to do with yourself, and you have so much freedom, and it's a little bit overwhelmed. And I would find myself running around and trying to fill all the time and keep really busy and blah, 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 instead of surrendering into whatever was actually needed to happen during that retreat. So I know you do. I know you do. So anyway, I've had that realization today that I was sort of carrying that same energy into this big experience of not surrendering into the fact that it's okay not to fill every moment with some activity, like moving my body or writing or doing school, because I wasn't really doing anything anyway. Like I've been working out a ton and I've been doing these videos every day, and my kids are here and I'm feeding them and doing all that, but like trying to create some spaciousness in my day and do a little bit less, because I think it feels scary to me to relax and do a little bit less, and it's definitely a way that I try to manage and control what's going on in my life. So those are the themes as we go into the weekend. Satisfactory, solid C+, it's good enough. That's what you're aiming for. And surrender. Where are you holding on to, trying to make life look like it looked before quarantine? Because it doesn't. And it may not ever again. We don't know. I think we're all praying that there'll be some positives on the other side of it that we will learn from this experience. Okay, last daily regulated for the week. Thank you all for stopping by. Love you, Amy Joy. Love all of you. Have a good weekend, y'all.